I just hate that this narrative is going around and, bloggers picking things up and, certain people trying to destroy me. But it's not going to happen, though. I'm not going to allow it to happen.
Nobody saw this moment coming. Not like this. For years, people thought they had already seen the worst of it. The cheating, the arguments, the public heartbreak, it all played out right in front of millions. Viewers believed the storm had passed, that whatever was left between Martell Holt and Melody Shari was just leftover tension for reality TV. But then, everything changed. When Melody made the shocking decision to walk away from the show for good, it didn't just feel like another cast exit. It felt final, like a door slamming shut on a story that had never truly finished. And just when fans were still trying to process her absence, Martell finally spoke.
She takes good care of me, though. Even though, I've done so much in the past. What? I take that back. Even though the things that I've done in the past, she's like, you're not going to treat me like this, or you will be by yourself. That's the type of woman I want in my life.
Not with anger, not with his usual confidence, but with something far more unexpected. Silence, followed by words that sounded heavy, almost like they had been sitting on his chest for a long time. And suddenly, people started asking a different question. Not what happened between them, but what is Martell really feeling now that she's gone for good? Because behind that calm voice, there's something deeper, something unresolved. And this time, there are no cameras to hide behind.
Well, y'all, at midnight, Melody Shari Rogers released her statement stating that she would no longer be on Love and Marriage Huntsville. After 9 seasons of sharing her life with us, she has decided to part ways with the show.
From the very beginning, Martell and Melody weren't just another couple on television, they were the couple, the kind of pair that people rooted for, admired, and even looked up to. They built something together from the ground up, a business, a brand, a family, and what looked like a solid marriage. On the surface, they represented success. 2 driven people chasing dreams while raising their children and building a life most people only imagine. And when the show first introduced them to the world, it felt refreshing, real, honest. They weren't perfect, but that's what made them relatable. But what looked strong on the outside was slowly cracking underneath.
If you were in a relationship with Sheree and you said it was a business arrangement, that's in the paperwork too, verbatim.
You such a liar.
No, I'm not.
You're such a liar.
No.
Because success has a way of hiding problems, until it can't anymore. What nobody knew at the time was just how deep those cracks really were. Then came the betrayal. Martell's affair didn't just shake their marriage, it shattered it. What started as whispers turned into headlines. What fans thought might be a storyline turned out to be very real pain. And Melody, she didn't fall apart the way people expected. She stayed strong. She spoke her truth. She held her family together while dealing with heartbreak that played out in front of the entire world. That's what made people connect with her even more. Because while Martell struggled with his choices, Melody became a symbol of strength. But here's where things get complicated.
What's up, Instagram? Listen, really quickly, a lot of y'all been inboxing me. Some of you have been texting me, asking me what is going on, what is up with this video that Martell Holt has decided to post today. I really don't know. I have no idea where his mind is, why the hell he done took it to social media at that. However, since he keeps saying he got some stuff to get off his chest and he got to put the truth out and all of that, then I'm going to get some stuff off my chest too. Like, it's not going to be no one-sided anything, ever. So, I'm waiting just like y'all. And I'm waiting to hear what his truth is, so that way I can go ahead and put my truth out as well. You know what I'm saying? And my truth gonna be the truth. So I'm waiting like you guys. I don't know what he's thinking. Kind of disappointed, to be honest, because I thought we had gotten past the whole going to social media thing, but it's all good. But y'all can stop inboxing me, because I don't know. I'm waiting too.
Even after the divorce, they were still tied together, not just through their children, but through the show. Every scene they shared carried tension. Every conversation felt unfinished. It was like watching two people who once loved each other deeply, trying to exist in the same space without reopening old wounds. And over time, that became exhausting, not just for them, but for everyone watching. Still, nobody expected Melody to walk away completely, because as much as she had grown, as much as she had built her own identity, the show was still a part of her story. Until it wasn't. When Melody announced she was leaving, the reaction was immediate. Shock, confusion, even disbelief. Fans flooded social media trying to understand what pushed her to finally step away. Some said it was long overdue. Others felt like the show would never be the same without her. But while everyone was focused on her decision, there was one person people were waiting to hear from: Martell. Days passed, and nothing. No posts, no interviews, no reactions. That silence, it spoke louder than anything, because this was the same Martell who had never been afraid to speak his mind, the same man who had argued, defended himself, and sometimes even doubled down on his actions. So why was he quiet now? But here's the twist. When he finally broke that silence, it wasn't what anyone expected. Instead of anger, there was calm. Instead of blame, there was reflection. He posted a simple message, short, almost too simple. Sometimes people have to choose peace, even if it means walking away. At first glance, it sounded supportive, respectful even. But fans weren't convinced, because between those words, there was something else: regret. And when he went live, that's when everything shifted. His tone was different, slower, measured, like someone trying to hold it together while saying just enough. He said he respected Melody's decision, that he understood why she needed to move on, that not everything is meant to last forever. But then he paused, and that pause said everything, because what came next hit harder than anything else he said. Sometimes you don't realize what you had until it's completely gone. That line, it stayed with people. Comments flooded in, some sympathetic, others critical, because for many it felt like the realization came too late, way too late. And that's where things started getting messy again. Behind the scenes, rumors began to surface. People close to production hinted that Martell had been struggling with Melody's decision more than he was letting on. They said he didn't expect her to actually leave, not for real. He thought, like always, there would be another season, another conversation, another chance to keep the story going. But this time, there wasn't. And that reality hit differently. Because without Melody, everything changed. Not just emotionally, but professionally too. Their dynamic was a huge part of what kept people watching. The tension, the history, the unresolved feelings, it gave the show its edge. Now, that was gone. And suddenly, Martell was standing in a space that felt unfamiliar, alone. But here's what really caught people off guard. Instead of trying to fight the narrative or defend himself, Martell started posting things that felt introspective. Quotes about growth, messages about accountability, thoughts about learning from mistakes. It was a different side of him, and naturally, people questioned it. Some believed it was genuine, that he was finally facing the consequences of everything that happened. Others weren't buying it. They felt it was too polished, too late, too convenient. Because for years, Melody had been the one carrying the emotional weight. She had been the one trying to move forward while still being pulled back into old drama. And now that she was gone, Martell was left sitting with the silence. And silence has a way of forcing people to reflect. But what nobody expected was how deeply this would affect him. Because beyond the show, beyond the cameras, beyond the headlines, there was something real that had been lost. A connection, a history, a life they built together. And no matter how much time passes, you don't just erase that. There were moments during his live where he looked like he wanted to say more, but held back. Moments where his words didn't quite match the emotion in his eyes. And fans noticed, because for the first time in a long time, Martell didn't look like he had all the answers. He looked like someone trying to understand his own story. The emotional impact of all this goes deeper than what people see online. For Melody, walking away wasn't just about the show. It was about protecting her peace, choosing herself, breaking free from a cycle that kept pulling her back into old pain. And that kind of decision isn't easy. It takes strength to leave something familiar, even when it no longer serves you. For their children, it's another shift, another reminder that things aren't the same as they used to be. Even if they've already adjusted to their parents being apart, this feels different. Because now it's not just the relationship that changed, it's the entire environment around it. And for Martell, this might be the hardest part, because it's one thing to lose a relationship. It's another to lose the last thread connecting you to that shared world. Without Melody, there's no more back and forth, no more unfinished conversations, no more chances to rewrite certain moments, just memories, and the weight of knowing some things can't be fixed. That realization, it lingers. You can hear it in the way he speaks now, see it in the way he carries himself. Less defensive, more reflective, but also a little lost. And maybe that's the part people aren't talking about enough. Because behind all the drama, all the opinions, all the headlines, these are still real people dealing with real emotions. And sometimes the hardest lessons don't come during the chaos. They come after everything goes quiet, when there's no one left to argue with, no cameras to perform for, no distractions, just you and the truth. And for Martell, that truth might be catching up to him in ways he never expected. Because losing someone isn't always about them being physically gone. Sometimes it's about realizing they've emotionally moved on, and you're still standing in the same place, trying to figure out when everything changed and how you let it slip away. So now the question isn't just about what happens next for the show, it's about what happens next for him. Can he truly grow from this? Can he rebuild not just his image, but himself? Or will this be the moment that defines him moving forward? Because one thing is clear, Melody didn't just leave the show, she closed a chapter. And sometimes, when a chapter ends like that, there's no going back, only forward. And not everyone is ready for what that looks like. But maybe, just maybe, this is the wake-up call Martell needed. Or maybe it's the consequence he's been avoiding all along. Either way, the story isn't over, it's just changed. And now, for the first time in a long time, there's no script, no second takes, just real life unfolding in real time. And that's where the truth always shows.